So Town and Country is a HUD-subsidized apartment complex, 20-odd miles from UCSD. This was the first community in about 30 years that was an African American community into which LCHC was invited.
The standard fifth dimension is a university course of some kind, an after-school or out-of-school activity of some kind that bring undergraduates from UCSD and kids from the community together. I was very sensitive to what this was all about, so from the very beginning, we did not go in with a program.
Bye-bye. This is everything that we can show you.
It's actually 2 apartments, so we could never even run a fifth dimension at Town and Country because the physical spaces wouldn't allow you to do it. I started to find computer games that the kids could play, and we worked out a homework routine.
We said, well, why don't we start doing some cooking and just for the kids so that they can eat and tie in issues of nutrition, exercise, science, and things like that. It has the connections to gardening. But at the same time, you end up cooking something, and then you take it outside, and everybody comes and gathers around and gets the food, tastes the food, enjoys the food. So it brings people together too.
And this is my baker today, yes, son. Professor Mike really implemented the healthy snacks. Well, I can say this now. Now they're eating chard. They're asking me to go out and buy kale. They know how to bake it. If we cook Brussels sprouts, we have to cook a lot. And that didn't happen in the beginning.
Do you think it would be a pretty different kind of place if the buddies didn't come?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody would be here.
Nobody would be here?
No, because like when we have like a week or two before like the buddies come, like new buddies, nobody be here. I sure don't be here. But we had to divide them up in sections.
Kids actually had the choice whether they wanted to come. They weren't going to come if they didn't like what we were doing. I brought in caterpillars to put near our garden, and we watched the life cycles of caterpillars turning into butterflies, learning about the different parts of the butterfly and their migration schedule.
Okay, try it again. 1, 2, 3. I was working with Ariel Anderson. I remember her name because we used to talk a lot, and we actually keep in touch sometimes through Facebook.
Was that right?
That was it. That was it.
Okay.
I took that class for about a year and a half, and then I kept coming back to visit the kids. It showed me that I wanted to work with children. Probably my best experience at UCSD. I graduated as a human development major, and right now I'm working to get into nursing school.
It's very hard to get people to understand how much the university is getting from the community by them allowing us to come down there. I argue for this is the best form of diversity education for UCSD undergraduates. Don't read about it, yes, read about it in books, but don't just read about it in history, don't just look at it in films. Go down there and be there and have the kids blow you away because they can out-argue you. And these are little kids who can't do arithmetic, and they're talking you out of all sorts of stuff. It's a great experience for the undergraduates. They think the kids are marvelously smart. But by the school standards, the kids are not doing well. You have to come to grips with that.
When we started the collaboration, I had kids who would cry when it was time to do their math homework. Now we have a math lab. Now it's fun. I can't explain it, but I don't have anybody crying about math homework anymore. And I see the report cards. So there's a big difference with the grades in math now than 5 years ago. If there was a way that we could just push a button and say this can happen forever, I would push the button all the time.
Oh, you did it!